It's August 23rd, 2026. Excuse me, got to clean that out. And it's approximately 9:51 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped the poles. It might be Western Gregorian calendar. Y'all know I don't know. But I know one thing. On our birth certificate, especially over here on the USFA, they put our names in all caps. Yes, they did. So that means that they were standing on business. When they named us, that means they were standing on business when they put our names in all caps. So I'm Damika. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. I'm about to open up some portals. We're about to reveal some truths. Bring that ass on in here. Make sure you grab your notebook and your pen because we're going to do a quick tarot read. It's Sunday. I'm doing some laundry. You already know, resetting my room. I'm rearranging some things right now inside the car so that way we can do this quick read here. But bring that ass on in here. As y'all come on in, bring your notebook and your pen. We're going to do a quick tarot read to see what's in the energy and just what's going on, right? So yeah, y'all chime on in. I'm going to finish getting prepared, getting ready. The sun is beaming bright. Thank you to the sun. Thank you to the energies. I know I got at least one feather. I do. I'm like, I know I got at least one feather somewhere in here. I always have a feather somewhere. Yesterday was a day. Yesterday was a day for me. I went to the hospital. I got up, went to the hospital, do my little, see about my little ear infection or whatever. And I get to the hospital. I wanted to go. I went around 5:30 in the morning. Because I wanted to go when I felt like it wasn't many people there. So I get in there. I'm at Centaur Hospital in Northern Virginia here. And in particularly the Woodbridge area, okay? And so I get in there, and it's a nurse practitioner that comes in to see me. Her name is Monica S. Carver, okay? And I get in there, right? And it's not the first time I had an interaction with this type of entity, right? But I get inside the room, and I'm explaining to her before she even touched me or anything. I said, let me just explain to you what I got going on so you can understand where I'm coming from, right? I'm not aggressive. I'm explaining to her, look, I know I got an ear infection in my left ear, right? I need some antibiotics. I would like for you to give me a referral to a vascular specialist because I'm noticing these varicose veins on my legs. And what else did and I said, and I would like some pain medication other than Motrin or Tylenol because of the pain that I'm feeling inside my back, whatever the case may be. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Miss Monica looked like she was high herself. What's up, Kai? What's up, Kai? Miss Nurse Practitioner Monica S. Carver looked like she was high herself. And this is not the first time I had an interaction with a nurse practitioner like this. So off the break, she's jittery, she's jumpy, she either looked like she hasn't slept or she looked high. Y'all know I'm very honest about my past life. I used to get high, so I know my people. I know my motherfucking people, okay? So I'm looking at her, and off the break, I'm like, hey, first of all, I felt her energy, right? When I explained to her, let me tell you what's going on, she had that energy like, who are you to tell me I'm the doctor? First of all, let me explain to you what's going on with my body. You understand? Long story short, she goes to get the little ear thing to look in my ear. She jabbed me in my ear. I'm telling y'all, she's jittery, right? She jabbed me in my ear, not on purpose, but I know my people. She high. So I'm like, hey, hold on. I said, hold on. What we're not going to do is that. I said, let's both take deep breaths and let's calm down. Who are you to tell me to calm down? What? I said, okay. No, before we got to that, she said, I said, wait. She told me all the medication she was going to give me. She was going to give me the referral. She was going to give me the antibiotics. And then she said the only thing, and this is how she said it, the only thing that I can give you for pain is a muscle relaxant and naproxen. And I said, no, naproxen hurt my stomach real bad. I can't do naproxen. And Motrin and Tylenol is starting to hurt my stomach too. I can't do that. I don't know what you expect for me to give you narcotics. That's when I said, whoa, calm down. You dig what I'm saying? I said, what I'm asking you for is to relieve my pain. You dig what I'm saying? I said, I know, and I said, I've had experiences where I've known of nurses to take people pain and write a prescription off for them and take their medicine. Yeah, I wasn't a nurse like that. I wasn't a person like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know of people that have done this. As soon as I said that bitch lost her goddamn mind. And that motherfucker, excuse me for calling her a bitch, but that's exactly what the fuck she was acting like in that bitch. A goddamn demon. She went from jittery to defense mode, as if I was talking about her. And then once she got in that note, on that level, I was like, look, bitch. I said, look, ma'am, I ain't even call her a bitch yet. I said, look, ma'am, you tripping. You need to calm down. We're both still enclosed inside the room. So I don't think it's no video cameras in there. At this point, I'm not feeling safe with this bitch inside the room with me, right? So she steps out the room. She backs out the room with her hands up like this. I swear to God, y'all. She backs out the fucking hospital room with her hands up like this. I'm steady saying, yo, be calm. Take a deep, I'm like, yo, beloved, be calm. Take a deep breath. I'm like, you trip. Who are you to tell me to be calm? You're the one being aggressive. You're the one being aggressive. Stepping out the room. I said, I grabbed my stuff. I ain't say nothing to her. I'm not one to pull the fucking camera out and do all that dumb shit. Only time you gonna see me pull my camera out, some shit like this, or if I got something to say, or if I want to do a reel, or all that other dumb shit. I'm not with all that. Like, y'all got the wrong fucking one or the right one. You understand? I'm not doing this shit for no fucking show. So I come out the room, right? I come out the room, y'all, and there's 6 people at the nurse's station. Miss Monica goes out. I said, you know what, Miss Monica? As she stepped out the room, I played the game with her. I said, but you know what, Miss Monica? I don't feel safe in here with you no more, beloved. I do not. My safety, I am concerned. I said, look at you. You're very jittery. I could tell that either you had a bad morning or either you're high. I don't feel safe with you. You're being very aggressive with me. So I took it out to the nurse's station on her level. White voice, pink voice, whatever y'all want to say. I'm very articulate, bitch. I ain't going to call you a bitch in your face or within your system, because I know how y'all like to make people look crazy and aggressive. Oh no, I'm gonna play this motherfucking victim game right along with your bitch ass. Miss Monica, I can't believe you were speaking to me like that. All I asked you to do was care for. I said, you poked me in my ear with the air thing. I said, and I went to the nurse's station. I said, excuse me, y'all, I'm not one to make a scene. I said, I told y'all when I first came in here and y'all asked me about my pain. I said, I'm not one to hoop and holler about no pain, but if you ask me about my pain, it's at a 10. But I'm not going to be in here crying, rolling all over the floor, making a fucking scene about no fucking pain. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You going to give me the medicine or no? No? All right, at least give me the antibiotics. You dig what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. I ain't here to argue with you or for you to try to take on any energy you want me to give you, bitch. So I'm looking at the nurse's station. And I said, let me explain something to y'all. I said, not only am I a recovering addict, and I'll still dip and dabble in some shit if I choose to, but I said, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all sitting up here telling me y'all don't know this lady high? Or y'all don't know that she needs some sleep? I said, where's the manager? I don't know what to call them bitches up in there. I know you supposed to ask for a manager or a supervisor. I don't know they lingo up in there. This bitch Monica gonna come from the back. She won't be here till 11 a.m. on Monday. I said, I was not talking to you. I've been left your energy over there. I said, now you see how she being aggressive? Still trying to insert her voice all the way from the room. I said, now I'm being attacked. Do we not see this? They looking at me, and still they're protecting Miss Monica. You know how they go, gang, gang. They're protecting Miss Monica, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You understand? Because I got spirits for that too. So gang, gang time, gang, 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 gang. I pulled my feather out, and I sat there. I sat there, and I'm getting hyped, y'all. I'm getting hyped. I'm trying to control myself. I'm getting hyped. Because I'm like, I know this bitch ain't just trying to play me as if I was the aggressive one. So a little bit of that energy did get in me. A little bit. But, okay, so that was that morning. This bitch gonna tell me, well, you can go to the other center. No, the fuck I can't. Here I go lying. I caught a lift up here, bitch. Is you gonna pay? That's when I snapped. Even though I drove my own car, or my son's car, I don't give a fuck. Are you going to transport me there for free now, bitch? For free. Because the thing is, you made me feel unsafe. Now, and I explained to them, I said, y'all don't want people coming in here triggering y'all, but y'all don't understand how the fuck y'all trigger society. And then y'all want to play victim. And then y'all always have the upper hand because of your fucking title. Bitch, you're a nurse practitioner. You in here practicing on fucking people. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me, Monica. So anyway, I'm sitting there. They come out with some medicine. I said, I don't want that. It was this little Asian guy, little chubby Asian guy. Appreciate him and everybody else that was at the nurse's station, because once I started getting into my mode and started talking about the systems and how shit are truly ran, they shut the fuck up and they listen. And I respect that. All I saw was head nods and yes ma'am, Yes, ma'am. Not that I'm looking for that. Not that I'm looking for the yes, ma'am. But fuck that. Y'all got me here. I'm not one to make a scene, and I'm still not making a scene. I'm speaking very articulate. My voice didn't project, but I was eye contact. Bitch, you got me fucked up, Miss Monica. You gonna hear these goddamn beads in your dreams, bitch. You got me fucked up. So anyway, Miss Monica, I go and I leave her ass. I leave. They gave me my prescription. They sent the prescription over to the grocery store, whatever, and to the pharmacy, and I leave. It took them like a half hour just to get the prescription from Miss Monica. They went in the room. It was like, I don't know if they was playing rock, paper, scissors in that bitch or what. But they went in the room. It took them, I'm lying about the half hour. But you know, when you be when you be hyped, motherfucker, shit take extra long. So it might have been 5 to 10 minutes. At the most 10 minutes. But in my mind, nigga, I'm out there for a day or two. Where the fuck is my prescription at? You dig what I'm saying? So Miss Monica, she got a little bit of the best of me, but she didn't. And then I asked for the patient's advocacy number. Of course, I'm going to follow up on it. I ain't trying to be no bitter bitch, but I am trying to get Miss Monica fired. I am want to be truthful about what the fuck I'm about to do. Miss Monica, I'm trying to get you fired. I don't even want no lawsuits. I just want you fired. Because after I left out of the emergency room, it was 3 children that came in. And you know it's back to school, so all the motherfuckers getting sick, right? All the kiddos, all the children getting sick, right? It's the play on the play on the play on the play. But you ain't, Miss Monica won't touch none of these motherfucking children coming up in here. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee you that. So on Monday, because they was closed, of course, on the weekend, patient advocacy, they closed on the weekend now. So if you got to advocate for something, they ain't going to talk to your ass on Saturday or Sunday. Your ass got to wait till motherfucking Monday. Miss Monica thinks she got away with shit. So she got a whole weekend to relax and shit. And I'm still trying to release Miss Monica ass. Don't worry though, she gonna hear these motherfucking beads in her motherfucking dream. I promise you that. Now we here for a tarot read. Oh, but that wasn't even the end of it, y'all. So I go to the hospital that morning. I'm trying to tell you, yesterday was the day. I go home after the hospital. I take a nap. I was done. I was like, fuck this shit, man. I need to take a nap before I even go pick up the medicine. Let's reset. Let me try to reset. You dig what I'm saying? What's up, Kai? What's up, Michelle? How y'all doing? How everybody else? How y'all doing? So let's reset this situation, right? I take a nap, y'all. I wake up. Everything feels like, okay. It still feel a little jittery. You know how you got to just sit with your own energy for a second before you even evaluate or step into anything else. I sat there and I was like, ooh, the frequency still feel a little bit off. So I went and I looked outside. There's a tree outside of my room window. And I looked and I saw 2 bees, and it looked like they were like fighting wasps, not bees. It was 2 wasps. You don't fuck around with the wasp. But the wasps were fighting each other. Now, you do have an instance where one wasp will feel your frequency, your energy, and try to protect you, and another wasp will come in and attack that other wasp. Whatever's going on with that, I then was like, oh my God, it's still a day. So I said, you know what, let me go get my medication or whatever, because I ain't natural enough to learn how to take care of this shit with the herbs and all that good shit like we supposed to, right? So I'm gonna go get the antibiotics. I go to this grocery store, the pharmacy, to go get my antibiotics, y'all. I swear to God, I get up there and the lady said, she said, your insurance isn't covering the amoxicillin. And I looked at her and I said, you gotta be kidding me right now. And I promise you, I started laughing and crying at the same time. I didn't know what the emotions was, right? I'm not a bitch. I usually try to not cry, right? I ain't even cried with Miss Monica bitch ass. But when it got there at that pharmacy, I'm great doing it right now. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with today. I said, but I will not let y'all get me. You're going to take these little tears, okay? Take these little tears that are seeming like tears of laughter, but I'm just fucking confused. I'm so fucking confused right now. I don't know what's going on. So Miss Ming was the pharmacy technician. Miss Ming said, hold on, baby. In her cute little Asian voice, let me call them. Okay, I said, thank you, Miss Ming. Thank you. Miss Ming called the pharmacy, called Anthem Healthkeeper back. She got on the phone with them. She was like, look, and I'm going to say it in my voice, the brown people voice, but Just think about Ling Ling in her voice, right? So she like, no, first of all, I have her here. She says she's been with with this insurance even after it's changed, after the insurance changed its name. She's quite confused as to why the insurance isn't covered. So whatever story or lingo they was talking about on the phone, XYZ, Ms. Ming hung that phone up, and Ms. Ming said, so we're gonna go ahead, give you prescription right now, and you pick her out later. No pay, no charge. I said, no, hurry up and buy. My girl. All right. So Ms. Ming got me out the way with the pharmacy. I got my amoxicillin. I get home. I'm getting my children. My daughter, she works at a school, and my youngest son, he's still in school. Right? Look at the flip on that. So I'm like, damn, I gotta do my youngest son here. I gotta do my daughter here, because back to school, you want your children to feel all right. You want them to be all right. Then you got these raggedy ass children that be out here talking about people. And motherfucker, you live in the same Section 8 complex as the other motherfucker. But because your parents want your motherfucking head filled the fuck up, you got all this goddamn shit on, and goddamn it, and you ain't learning shit in goddamn school but to come to school and join fucking gangs and talk about people. But anyway, I'm venting too much. But yeah, yesterday was a day. Yesterday was a fucking day. I know y'all here for tarot. What's up, Tanya? How you doing? Welcome to the energy. Welcome to the frequency. That pissed me off, but then again, it didn't. And then it was like, damn, I wonder if anybody else is having a day where stuff is being rejected, or it's the frequency or the energy of those that want you to react to something. And this is like, okay, my health is involved, Miss Monica. Like, bitch, you already poked me in my ear with the little ear joint, whatever that thing called when they look in your ear, right? You already poked me after I told you I'm here for an ear infection. I know I can see in this ear, but I know damn well just with my Android phone, I can't see in the left ear. So if I'm coming in as a patient, I'm already telling you that my left ear is sore. I'm asking you for pain meds and antibiotics. You as the nurse practitioner, why the fuck you ain't even have to stick that bitch in my ear, bitch? Yeah, Miss Monica right here, right now. I ain't call her a bitch in her face. I'm gonna say it behind her back, bitch. How the fuck you don't know to just look in someone's ear? Why would you poke that joint in somebody's ear, bro? Like, sis, why? Why would she do that, bro? And then the father got up and started pop, 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 pop in her ass, right? I told you the bees gonna get her, though. Rick James on my shit. Let's get into this tarot, though. We already at 17:49 and me venting, and I'm not gonna apologize for that shit. Welcome to the channel. When you jump on people's channels, y'all gotta listen. You gotta respect their channel just as much as they gotta respect you, right? People don't just come on here for content reasons. I'm not a content creator. I'm a creator. You dig what I'm saying? I just create shit. Whatever the fuck is on my mind when you come on this channel here, this is what it's going to be. That's why it's called Damika's Rising. Damika is rising. A lot of people come on here and they want, tarot and stuff like that. And that's all good too. But I be like, nah, this me. Welcome to my universe. That's the first thing it say in my description box. I be all over the place in thought. So yeah, I'm gonna come on this joint and I'm a vent, and I appreciate y'all. If y'all feel triggered, you always can move on, beloveds. It's no hard feelings about that. That's real talk right there. You know what I'm saying? I never want nobody to feel uncomfortable or triggered, especially by me. Now, if you choose to stay and you know you're getting triggered by some things, then that's a choice that you made, right? But I never have no intent to trigger anybody, y'all. Ever. All right, so let's get into this. Hopefully everything is going getting better in Gary, Indiana. I haven't been following up with that, but hopefully I just saw that 2 days ago it finally got on CNN and things like that. So much respect, prayers, and love sent out to those that's dealing with that in Gary, Indiana, despite whatever systems is playing a part in it. And that's straight up. All right, quick message, y'all. Let's get into it. Who is that? We got the Emperor coming out reverse. All right, so first portal to come on out is the Emperor coming out reverse. If y'all can see that, good. If not, listen to my voice. So this is Aries energy here. We got somebody that has the inability to adapt to change here. Somebody that's very dominating, right? Excessive control. They're misusing their power. Emperor, the big dad of tarot, is coming out reversed. Wow. Two of Swords is coming out backed up behind that. So that's talking about difficult choices. You got somebody who's misusing their power, but they're also giving out or having to deal with difficult choices here, like a stalemate. And then they're avoiding situations here. Libra energy is here. Two of Swords. So somebody here is like seeking peace through denial type of energy here. They're avoiding their decisions, but then again, this Libra energy, so balance is coming. They're being stuck between two equally difficult choices. Damn. Let's see what's going to come out next. Let's see what we could build on. Usually I come out, I'll be like, it's 3 storylines, and we just going to see what we could build on and see what comes out, beloveds. I appreciate y'all. So right now, it's somebody that's, a few people that's in a stalemate position here. They were in a power of control here, but they were misusing their power, excessive control. Now they're stuck between two equally difficult choices, right? But somebody's avoiding the decision. Let's see. We got 2 of Cups coming out. Goddamn here. Cancerian energy. Cancers, what's up, babies? How y'all doing? So this portal is talking about partnerships that were built on the union of forces. It's not saying what kind of forces, right? But strong connections with balance. This right here is trustworthy partnerships is here, right? Oh, I'm getting it. Okay. So somebody misused their power within a partnership. Somebody else was very balanced. They lied. And now they have the inability to adapt to the change. Somebody's leaving. They're starting a new relationship here. Whether it's love, whether it's partnership, investment, somebody's out. Because they like, I don't want no stress. I need equal support, right? It says they need a helpful business partnership. They want to work as a team, 2 coming together. And this could be a relationship, partnership, investment coming your way as well. Divine collective consciousness. This could be for you. 2 coming together. But within this situationship right here, somebody played somebody else and they found out. Whether it's a partnership, investment, somebody was very trustworthy, and now they're finding out that strong connection with balance that they thought they had is not there. So now they're being pushed into a partnership that will be handled correctly here. Yes, it is, as long as they walk away. So now you got the Tower coming out here reversed. Damn. What's this talking about? Yeah, somebody is struggling with avoidance here. It says crisis is looming along the horizon. Breakdowns are beneficial for truth and growth. Whoever's walking away, once they walk away, that truth and that growth, they'll get that. But that truth is going to fuck this emperor. Whoever's misusing their power, the truth. Now, y'all can't see that, but you can hear my voice. The truth here. It says faulty foundations. It must crumble. Yeah, this Tower is Scorpio, Aries, and we got Mars in energy here, right? Aries energy again. Somebody going down. This is talking about destruction is painful, but it's time to be humble. It's time to become more self-reliant because of weak relationships. Somebody might be getting laid off, but it's for your betterment. It's for the betterment of you. It's going to cause a financial disaster for something that's going on with this investment, with the projects, or even with the relationship, a marriage here. Financial disaster is here. The marriage, the foundation, the investment, the project, it was a faulty foundation. It must crumble, whatever's going on. And remember, destruction is painful, but it's time to be humble. Crisis is looming along the horizon. Damn. For whoever is sitting in this Emperor reversed energy, misusing their power with the inability to adapt to change and rigid thinking, excessive control. All right, let's see what's the next story here. Damn, and here come the helicopter, here come the chopper. Financial disaster for sure. Damn. Let's see what else going on in the energy. Who this that fell? The Empress came out. So this storyline is talking about the Empress coming out. Libra energy, what's going on, Libras? Y'all stay coming out in the read, Libras. But we talking about this Empress energy here. So you had the Emperor that came out. Now you got the Mama of Tarot that came out. Oh shit, all you need is the Fool, and you got the whole goddamn story here. But you got the Empress here, right? And with this energy here, they have a deep connection to femininity, fertility, creativity. You got Venus and Taurus in the energy as well. With the Libra, this is about motherhood, nurturing, understanding yourself, and getting in touch with your sensuality. You have birth, you have birth, you have a birth of a new idea, right? But some of you may be too busy to recognize that you have given birth to a new idea. It's time to take in your own creativity here. Be kind to yourself. Connect with the beauty and brings you happiness to your life. The Knight of Pentacles is coming out reversed. So again, a lot of you may have given birth to a new idea, a new project, right? But it's saying here, the Knight of Pentacles coming out here reversed. What's up, Virgos? It's saying that for some, you might be stuck in your own routines, becoming bored, right? Of everything, including your surroundings. Come on now, Divine Collective. Y'all know we've all been here. We've taken charge in this energy like, damn, what should I do next, right? So for some, you have a desire for a change of scenery, right? To break the cycle of tiring repetitions. You've ignored many aspects and warnings in life. So don't become a neglectful person with financial choices and life choices, right? That is what's causing the dull relationships, whether it's with the partner or whether it's with work or society, right? It's like, it's this energy of having little to no ambition. And I've been here before. Actually, I just recently got out of this when I was in the dark night of the soul here, okay? And sometimes you have to sit in that energy so that you can realize what you're losing. And then you'll be strong enough to go grab that energy back. Like, oh, okay, no, I can't lose you no more. I can't lose whatever's going on. Find that joy that you had in whatever you were doing, because the Page of Pentacles is coming out here reversed. Whatever's going on, right? It's time for you to connect to creativity, your expression. It also says it's time to understand yourself and get in touch with your sensuality, because whatever's going on around you, I love my pages, but this page right here, this one is talking about somebody's that's lazy, they're foolish. We got Gemini, Aries, and Taurus. What's going on? Aries energy, y'all going hard in the energy. But bad news about money, business, career, education. Now, beloved, it could be energy around you that you are witnessing, okay? So you're witnessing someone that's very lazy and foolish, and they're stuck in their own routines, becoming bored of everything that they do. It's like they have this dropout energy, no groundwork, no plans that work, and for some, they become obsessed with tarot divination. Very, very dangerous, not healthy. Speaking from experience, right? That's why I really don't come on here every day and do tarot divination like that. Although I do want to get back into that habit of coming on every day just to do a general read. But sometimes when you fuck around with these energies too much and you don't give them enough time to go out there, okay, you do a tarot read, right? And you're giving out messages that are being manifested into the future, right? And you don't understand how as soon as that shit come out of our mouths, the spirits go to work. So we have to give them time to go to work on storylines that are already put out there before we go. I'm not saying that they can't handle it. You got them fucked up. But what I'm saying is, when you're the bridge or the avatar or whatever you are, it becomes physically straining on you, whoever you are, or some of y'all. Maybe everybody ain't like me. And kudos to anybody on their journey. No disrespect to nobody. So you're dealing with somebody that's also involved in dark magic, or you're seeing this happen. Right? You're like, this motherfucker right here, very disloyal, and they doing that dark witchcraft shit there, and they lack common sense with it, so they telling on themselves, right? They're very sloppy. I'm not a witch, I don't do witchcraft, but if you perceive me as a witch, that's what you perceive me of, and that's what you'll get, because whatever you perceive me of, I stand 10 toes on it, because that's your thought of me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But please know, every personality, energy that interacts with me, I stand 10 toes on it. So whichever version of me you conjure up is who you gonna get. Be conscious. Be conscious. Them bees coming. All right, so we got the Ten of Wands coming out. Ten of Wands here. Damn. Somebody feel burden here. I feel like this Empress energy here is watching this shit go down, right? Is watching this. Oh, I feel like this Empress energy was attacked with this Knight of Pentacles reverse energy by those sitting in the Page of Pentacles reverse energy. Meaning this Empress energy, one who was connecting with herself, her beauty, her kindness, right? Nurturing herself, her fertility, motherhood, nurturing with nature here, okay? They saw this bright energy and they got a taste of that motherfucker. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. They got a taste of it, right? So they was like, fuck that shit. We want that bitch to be bored out her his or her mind, right? We want these motherfuckers to be bored. We don't want them to have nothing to do. They want to desire. They want to break the cycle, but they want to keep throwing shit at you. And they took charge in this energy here, right? They wanted you to be neglectful, make personal choices, or maybe you wanted it for yourself. Take what resonate and leave the rest. But whatever's going on, they wanted you to ignore many aspects in your life and the warning signs that came with it, because they wanted you to have bad news and money, right? Career, education. They wanted you to be immature and rebellious like they are, but you didn't, because you have common sense. You don't lack it. You're not lazy. You're not foolish. You're not disloyal. You don't even believe in magic because you know you are the magic. So what the fuck is dark magic? You see what I'm saying? Come on now, beloved. Somebody's fucking around and finding out. And they obsessed with tarot divination. So they out there getting read after read after read, becoming burdened. They want you to feel burdened with responsibility, hard work, carrying heavy responsibility. But that's all the energy that was pushed back their way, beloved. Yes, the fuck it was. Because you prepared for the next shift. They've taken on more than they can handle. Hold on, let me get this sun visor up here as much as I can. They've taken on more than they can handle. So yeah, now they're overwhelmed by the obligations. And that goes back to like you see like a lot of your entertainers out there that's going back out there. They done brought Frankie Valli ass out there. What the fuck? This nigga like 99 years old or something like that. Like what the fuck? Like this is ridiculous. They making these, if you pay attention, like Mary J. Blige is showing y'all that they have to do this for the rest of their fucking life unless we stop going to the concerts, unless we stop buying the music, unless we just stop everything. They have to continue. They signed these goddamn contracts, man, till death do them the fuck part. They brought Frankie Valli out there. This nigga was like this. I say, oh my gosh. They don't give a fuck. A contract is a contract till death do you fucking part. Let's get this third storyline on out here. Then I got to go check on my clothing, beloved. I love y'all so much. I promise you comment. Now, this is another reason why I do like coming on here to the tarot divination portion, because it calms me down. I know I be getting like hype and things like that, but in reality, it does calm me down because I ain't got no friends. So for me to try to vent to somebody outside of myself that's in the world that I'm in, that's not on a frequency that I'm on. Not saying my frequency is better than theirs or not, but we're not thinking the same, right? We're not on the same level of how we think. And again, I'm not saying I'm better or worse. I'm just saying the way we think, the way we talk, the things we talk about, the things we watch. I don't have the same conversations with everybody like that. So for me to just come on here and vent, and honestly, I be hearing some of y'all talk back. You dig what I'm saying? I hear the support. I be hearing the bullshit ass motherfucking comments too. You know what I'm saying? But that it comes with it. My daughter, she's into streaming now, right? She's on Twitch or whatever. But, you know, last night she put out a little post talking about she's going to stop streaming because, you know, people was bullying her and how they come in the comments and being all aggressive. And you know, I had to tell her, you know, hey, first of all, you don't let nobody take you away from what you love to do in your mission. You put them in their place, you block their ass, and you keep your mission moving on. You know what I'm saying? But you don't give them that power. I had to learn that myself. I had a few tarot readers that came in here and they do that whole gang stalking shit. You'll notice, even if you go to a new job, a new career, a new business venture, you always gonna have a fucking hater out there. You just gotta let them motherfuckers hate, and you just ignore their ass, and they'll end up obliterating themselves. They will decimate themselves with their own energy and hate. You cannot pay attention to that. But it can get to you. It can. But you got to be strong enough that let these bitches know they can never come in your motherfucking frequency ever again. And the spirits will devour their ass. I noticed that shit in the spiritual community a whole lot. The woke community, the spiritual community, these fucking tarot readers out here, oh, flying monkey Jezebel ass bitches, man. I tell you what. Yeah, I'm on 1,000 right now. I'm on 1,000. I feel it. I feel it. Because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like going back to high school days and you're sitting in the fucking cafeteria and you got all these goddamn gangs. You know, childish ass behavior even within this community. And we the closest to the goddamn spirits. So just imagine how, if you're paying attention to the spiritual community, how they're collapsing. Anybody that ended up on Black Magic 363 platform, they all going down. Earn Your Leisure. What the fuck was that about? I already knew that shit was some scammy ass shit. I knew it. With the what's them other niggas' name? Billy, what's their names, yo? I can't even think of their names because I done pushed these niggas out my energy. I can't even think of their fucking names, yo. But anybody that came on Black Magic 363 platform, this is the current timeline we're on. You're watching them crumble, okay? You're watching a lot of your spiritual leaders crumble, like Young Pharaoh, Nature Boy, the Earn Your Leisure. The whole event was basically so niggas can find somebody to fuck and pay for them. Like, it was like a setup for people, I don't know, grifters. That's the name I'm looking for. They're grifters. They are grifters, okay? Anybody that's been on their platform, pay attention to how all their structures crumbling. Ponzi schemes, left and right. Niggas that just got out of jail want to be goddamn pastors. And niggas, the hoes that just got off the goddamn pole, now these bitches want to be reverends. Oh, my God. Let's get back into this tarot read. They fucking crumbling, y'all. Crumbling. And I'm happy. Because them motherfuckers misguided me like a motherfucker, man. And it came back and attacked me. It's all good, though. It's all good. You got me sounding like I'm venting a little bit too much. But welcome to the channel, though. Let's see what else is in the energy, though. We got the King of Swords out here. Somebody that is sitting in intellectual mastery energy here. We also got the Tower here because it's time for sudden change. It is time. It is time for upheaval. And then you got these fake-ass fucking matriarchs out here that are handlers in the spiritual community. Hoes. It's a pimp and a hoe in every system. Yes, the fuck they are. Out here attacking. Now I'm watching them attack other tarot readers. And that shit is just ridiculous. You got the King of Swords out here. Somebody that's sitting in intellectual mastery here. Intellectual power. What's up, Aquarius? They have the authority that is used fairly and logically here. A leader who makes fair decisions here. That leader is time. It's time for change here. The Tower is here. What's up? The element of fire. Mars is in the energy. This is the chaos that precedes the transformation here. It's the breaking down of old structures. And that's another thing that kills me. You in Gary, Indiana. I know of a few spiritual leaders in Gary, Indiana that I ain't heard them say shit about Gary, Indiana yet. I ain't even hear them say they were trying to, not saying if they have the money or not. They platforms are pretty huge here. So I would assume they have money. They have connections. Why ain't see them in the communities trying to help? Or even on their platforms, their YouTubes. Or Instagrams, TikToks, whatever platform they on, bro. I haven't seen them come up and say nothing about Gary, Indiana, bro. Now the Tower is coming out reversed. The Tower is coming out reversed. They in fair change. But guess what? The Tower is here. This is the chaos that precedes the transformation here. You ain't got no choice. Because they know that they're trying to avoid painful truths. Okay, what's up, Tanya? What's up, baby? What's up, love? How y'all doing? They're trying to avoid painful truths by avoiding a disaster, delaying the inevitable, resistance to necessary destruction. Okay, well, what else? Here go a blank portal. Y'all put something on there. Y'all put something on here because they fighting, y'all. They fighting here. We looking at the Five of Wands. Look at this shit. This is a real fight. They're not able to stabilize. They want to fight. They want to fight. They have problems with communication, and they understand that it's going to blow up in their face. This conflict has been brewing, existing, or is still brewing. What? Feelings of jealousy, envy, and greed. Someone's trying to cope with their emotions in a civil matter because they feel like it's a must. Shout out to that person. It's creating financial instability. No one wants to listen to one another, and they're facing competition, but y'all know who the competition really be, right, beloved? It be ourselves. We competing against ourselves. Five of Cups come out here. So what the Five of Cups is saying is, yeah, they done lost. Now they grieving. And they done lost more than just, a lot of us, grief can go in many ways, in many forms, right? It's a loss of something, someone, something that's very important that you've grown an emotional attachment to, right? So somebody needs to focus on, or someone is focusing on what has been lost instead of what remains. It's like they don't give a fuck about what they see right here. They're very materialistic here, and they're in their emotions about it. Nine of Cups is out here. While you sitting here, Nine of Cups, your cup's getting full here, beloved. Pisces energy, what's up? Scorpio energy, what's up? Somebody's sitting, they getting what they desire. I know that's right. Or somebody wants this. Somebody wants wish fulfillment. Somebody wants emotional fulfillment. But no, beloved, you have to earn that. You have to earn that contentment. You have to earn that satisfaction, right? Everybody wants comfortability when in reality, uncomfortability is going to help us ascend here, right? So somebody wants to have the feeling of being abundant and satisfied with life. And hopefully this is what you're sitting in, the Nine of Cups energy here, okay? Because the devil came out reverse and you are sitting in this, you're content. Devil said, I don't want no parts in this. Devil said, I now work for you. She said, everybody on the two back rows on them apartments. And I hear the motherfuckers in the fucking woods. Oh, she said she gonna pew pew first. She tired of this. Whatever's going on, she got a mohawk and she walking a dog. Y'all know I don't record people, but I am one to pay attention to people's loud ass conversations, because at the end of the day, divine and spirit is trying to give a message out to somebody somewhere. And goddamn, if you gonna speak loud enough for me to hear it all the way in my motherfucking car, bitch, and for me to be able to tell the tribe exactly what you just said, you meant for me to hear that. But I ain't gonna fuck around with her because she sound like she gonna pew pew somebody. Okay. So the devil is coming out here reversed. Okay. So this is talking about you've reclaimed your power, right? And the devil energy is acknowledging this, right? And the devil energy always pushes you into being your ultimate God, right? Everybody want to get a devil this hard ass fucking, this goddamn hard ass trip, but it's like, you listen to the motherfucker. You are the devil and the God. But people don't want to realize that shit. But okay, so somebody's able to reclaim their power, right? Somebody's able to break free from the illusions and the limitations that the devil has thrown your way. All the materialistic desires that the devil has thrown your way, you're able to overachieve that, okay? You've regained control. Capricorns, what's up, y'all? So you've regained control and you've confronted your unhealthy patterns, okay? Now you're sitting in a whole suit of cups. Whether you got the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, motherfucker, you got all the cups full. However, be mindful of the energy of fret with uncontrolled feelings and fantasy, right? The energy of being disconnected with your own inner voice, right? Be very mindful of that, because this is the element of water. The whole suit of cups. Everything must flow. Let it go. Let it flow. And can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it flow. Fuck that. Let it go. Let it flow. I know what she said. I know what Elsa and Anna and them said. But let it go. Let it flow. Okay? The element of water is here. It's time for you to imagine again. Imagine your inner world. right? What is that? Spec. I just learned it today. Damn, and I just forgot it today. Damn. Spec. You're going to see it. Damn, what that bitch say? Look of the acronym SPEC. It has something to do with visualizing your dreams. I should have wrote it down. This is why another reason why I write a lot of things down, so that I won't forget. And then when you think of something, you say it. When you think of something, you write it down and you say it. That's manifestation 101 right there. It's automatically yours, especially if you believe it, beloved. Especially if you believe it. So you got the whole suit of cups out here. It's time for us to imagine and manifest again. Okay, it's time for us to accept that the relationships and romance and family, the friends and work environment is going to work out. Even if we built new family, new friends, new work environments, right? Family is based on what you make it. It ain't got nothing to do with blood. I'm trying to tell y'all that. Okay? It has nothing. Let me tell y'all something about this whole blood shit. You got motherfuckers that came and mixed the bloods on purpose because they didn't want the dragons to be able to sniff them out. We still can fucking sniff you. We still can find out who you are. That's coming from the mother dragon. You understand? Excuse me, y'all, I got something in my eyes. But and then you got people that do this whole blood covenant shit. So they try to mix the bloods and shit like, man, y'all ain't getting away from this shit at all. No. Even if you have to build you a new tribe, a new family, this ain't got nothing to do with a fucking blood. All right? So that's why I say your relationships, be prepared to embrace this new energy of love here. The whole suit of cups is here. All right, we have 46:34 on the timer. I want to go ahead and read over y'all comments, and then we're going to go ahead and pray. I'm going to go put my stuff in the dryer because I've been on here a little bit over the time, and I know the laundromat about to get packed, and I don't want my washers to be held up and shit like that. I be so considerate, and these fucking bitches in the laundromat don't. You know what I'm saying? They keep their fucking laundry baskets inside the laundry cart joint. You know what I'm saying? And you're not considerate. Put that shit on the floor so the next person can use the basket. But then they hover the baskets, keep the basket in front of their fucking laundry, in front of the wash machine or the dryer. Bitch, no, you got 45 minutes until you can use that basket. And you know the facility is low on the little carts. What? That irritates me. I be going, you using this? Why you got to, I be going off. Why do you have your stuff in it and you know you're not using it? And you know it's people coming in and out. I be going off. People don't like me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Why do I gotta feel uncomfortable for someone else's comfortability? I've done it enough for over 20 years in my abusive ass, domestic ass, toxic ass marriage. I did that shit already. And no, it wasn't all his fault. Yeah, I'm one of them. I stand on me. Oh, she back. Hold on. Can y'all hear? Hey, what's going on? She gonna pew somebody. She said, I'm gonna sit their motherfucking ass down like dogs. I ain't trying to get too loud because, again, she got that Mr. T Mohawk. This bitch look like she don't play around. I ain't a fighter. I'm a whisperer. She said, I ain't never gave a fuck about a human life. I feel her, though. I like her energy. I ain't gonna pew nobody. I don't got time for that. I do stuff a little bit different. But everybody ain't gotta be the same. You gotta understand, when divine spirit got your back, man, the spirit's gonna jump in and out of anybody and anything to protect you. Do you hear me, beloved? And you gotta stand there and go tenfold copy. Right? Right? You have to. Because they put you in front to take charge. They put you in, and ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Nothing. They will never let nothing happen to you. I'm gonna keep, she walked away, but she ain't playing. I wanna go say hi to her. I'm weird like that. Hey, I just heard your conversation. That bitch gonna be like, pew, bitch, you was still nosy, bitch. She was not playing though. Whatever's going on in that environment, And maybe everybody is on that level where they are done with the bullshit, the fake shit, the fuckery, the being taken advantage of. And that don't mean we got to go out here and be violent, right? We don't gotta do that shit. Don't you know they want us to do that? That's the only way. I ain't just beyond race. Fuck y'all with that black white shit. I ain't with that shit. But don't you know, back to the brown people though, melanated people, the only way they can kill you is if we kill each other and we give them permission. They can't kill you. They can't. That's why they come up in gangs. They come up in the neighborhood, dressed like you, looking like you, rapping like you, singing like you, taking drugs like you. Get all up in your mind and then have you and you beefing with one another. And you go kill him and he go kill you. Civil war. All over again. All over again. They have no authority to kill you. They can't. They can't. They know they have to make us do it to each other. That's what frustrates me. You'll never die, beloved. The physical form we always gonna leave up out here. This is the ultimate test. This is it. This was another grand test right here. This is it, y'all. But once we leave this form here, it's game on. Game on, and they know it. So they keep a lot of us encapsulated within this prison here. And we keep ourselves here too. We do. That's why a lot of folk, they check up out here early. They call it things like suicide or things like that. They couldn't handle it. But despite wherever their mindset was within that moment, they couldn't handle the mission no more. They checked out. And it was their right to do so. But it's nobody's right to take someone else's life at all. No, that's not right. That's not right. I don't give a fuck what you do to yourself. Shit. I tell a motherfucker real quick, if a motherfucker, you know how a motherfucker wants you to feel bad about them, or they try to mind play shit. Excuse me, my ex-husband used to do it all the time. I go kill myself. I wish I was strong enough then to say, go do it. Matter of fact, let me go grab my camera. Let me go get my camera real quick. Because I want to see how you do it. I just want to see if you're going to be truly invested, or is you going to back out at the last minute. Like, I wish I was strong enough to because I'll be damned if a motherfucker tell me they gonna kill themselves and the mindset that I'm in right now. I promise you, I'll probably be that one to ensure it. Oh, for real? Oh, hold on, I just told you, let me go get my camera real quick, bitch. Hold on, because I want to make sure you do it though, because you just said it because I want to stand on what I say I'm gonna do, and you want to play on my feelings, so I want to make sure you're not playing on my feelings. Go do it. Let me see if you're gonna do it. Like, I'm one of them now. No. Now, I'm not one to say, hey, go kill that person. Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Hell no. Hell to the now. To the now. Nope. You won't get that one on me. Nope. I would never want nobody else to put that on themselves. That's what you got divine and spirit for. That's what they use their energy for. They jump in and out of avatars. They have the authority to do that. You dig what I'm saying? No. Not I. All right, let's read these comments and then let us pray. All right, we got, let me see. Kai, what's up, baby? How you doing? What's up, gang? Leo in the building. And I cannot. Miss Monica will hear these goddamn bees. I'm trying to tell you. I just got over Miss Monica. And then Kai go say, Miss Monica. Michelle says, amen. Ashe back. Tanya Carr 2530 says, you fascinated me. I had to stop and listen. Tanya Carr, I appreciate you. Look, you came in on one of the channel on this one where I got to venting. Okay. And usually we come in and I'll be a little bit more structured. And I also vent. But this time I was like, what the fuck going on? Yesterday was a day. Today was a lot better. Today is a lot better. Okay, we're only at 10:45. I've been up since earlier though, y'all. But we're only at 10:45. So today is a lot better. Till I got a laundromat and they ain't had no laundry baskets. But I am one to admit when it's me and I'm just being a bitch. So it's probably just me just being a bitch. But no, put the fucking shopper carts back. Put them back so other people can use them. Tanya Carr says the following: I love your energy. I've had those days. I'm subscribing to you. I appreciate you. I'm not going nowhere. I like you. Anyone as real as you, I need this reading. Ashe. And listen, Tanya, since you're new to the frequency and you're new to the channel, Tanya, let me explain something to you. This is a we thing. This ain't no fucking, you ain't gonna blame all these reads on me, baby. This is an energy thing. So when you come up on in here, it's a lot of them portals that, or tarot cards that get pulled, be coming from collective energy. Different stories, different storylines, different energies that we feel, and we just put them inside of a storyline to where we can get some type of answers or some type of entertainment, beloved. So Tanya Carr says the following: sometimes you have to be who you're not in order to find out who you are. Woo! It says, I'm so glad you found out who you are. Hey, I'm pinning that. She ain't never lied about that. I don't even think that's too long to put on a shirt or a cup. Tanya, put that on a mug or something like that. A cup or a shirt or something like that. Man, that hit. Sometimes you have to be who you're not in order to find out who you are. And says, I'm so glad you found out who you are. And that's for any of y'all out there. Tanya Carr said that for us. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya also said, Frankie Valli was old when I was young, and I'm old. We ain't never getting old. Tanya, don't say you old. We wise. You just found one. I'm a high vibing individual. I see you, star. Just letting go. Tanya Carr said, just letting go. You know I'm ride or die. I'll be in Chicago next weekend. Go over the bridge, and I'm in Gary, Indiana. Oh. So Tanya over in Gary, Indiana. Now, y'all, I'm telling you, if you still in the energy, y'all got the lights and stuff back, electricity and stuff back on, man. Tanya Carr said, ride or die. I saw the same thing, and I wish as soon as you said it, flew out of my head, darn it. Tanya said, selected, projected. Ah, the spec, the spec. All right, there it goes. Selected, projected, expected, then collected. Thank you. That's the spec I was talking about. Hold on, let me write that down. Thank you, Tanya. Hold on, y'all. Let me write that down. I hope y'all got y'all notebook and pen. I didn't write it down earlier. I'm going to put it on this portal right here. I did not write it down earlier, y'all. When she said it, I saw the short earlier, and I was like, oh my goodness, this lady is on it. And the short was like, she got everything that she wanted, or something like that. So we got spec, SPEC, selected, projected, then she said expected, and then collected. And boom, we got us a new portal, y'all. Spec. Shouts out to you, Tanya Carr. And y'all just got making a portal 101. Damn, we got spec in the building, y'all. Man, I love y'all. Man, I love y'all. They will never stop us in the consciousness. I don't give a damn. All right, y'all, let's get ready to pray. You know what time it is. Take that deep breath in. Hold that shit. Release that shit. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions. Consciously is two of them, subconsciously and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are all connected to. I know y'all see them two suns. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, it's all protected. All is transmuted into whatever was sent to us. And then it is sent back to its source, because we are already sovereign, and we are already free. Any agreements and any contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are already cut, burned, and ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions. Two suns, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Divine collective. Do y'all see them two suns? I know that I am sovereign. Divine collective. Do you see the moon behind it? I know that you are sovereign, divine collective. It could be me, but do y'all see? I know that the things that they are most afraid of is that together in consciousness, we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. Do y'all see that? It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially the darkness because of dark matter. And if ain't nobody told y'all today, I'm honored, but I want y'all to promise me that y'all will tell yourselves this every day, 9 times a day in that mirror. I love you. 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 Thank you, Tanya. I thought I was tripping. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is. It was 2 suns out there, bitch, y'all. Let me see if I can still get it. Let's see if we can see it, y'all. Like 2 suns back to back. Look at that. Look like the sun splitting in half there, babies. All right, y'all. Let me go check on my stuff in the laundromat. I love y'all. Much love.